My name is Gusti. I'm the cabin steward.
How long have you been working on ships and what companies you have been with?
I was working since the beginning 5 years ago, and before I was with Holland American Line and Windstar Cruises.
Can you outline and discuss your duties and responsibilities?
As a cabin steward, of course I am responsible for cleanliness of the cabin in passenger area and also the area of of my station.
How will you define in your own words the meaning of guest satisfaction provided by crew on board?
Guest satisfaction meaning that passenger feel happy when they cruising with us, and of course for company it's make them coming back.
Have you encountered bad situation dealing with passengers and what was your action?
When we deal with the bad habit passenger or something like that, of course the first thing that what I can do is apologize and contact my supervisor to solve the problem.
How do you find working on a cruise ship?
I just enjoy working on board and meet a lot of friends and of course new places around the world.
How do you take care of yourself on board?
First thing is I follow the rule and sleep well, and will be nothing happen to me, and I feel happy.
Any messages to applicants for future crew members of the CSS company?
Just make sure the new crew is qualified for this company. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben. Please state your name and position.
Hi, I'm Hazel as a receptionist of Compton Celebration.
How long have you been working on ships and what companies you have been with?
I've worked with Compton Celebration for 2 contracts already, and I used to work with an airline.
Can you outline and discuss your duties and responsibilities?
Duties and responsibilities as a receptionist. We make sure to answer all queries, basically assist passengers and doing the embarkation and disembarkation.
How do you define in your own words the meaning of guest satisfaction provided by crew on board?
We make sure that all guests who come to visit reception will not leave the desk without a smile.
Have you encountered bad situation dealing with passengers and what was your action?
Yes, working as a receptionist, I mean, you will encounter all queries, sometimes passengers with being high-tempered or being rude is normal, yet we need to put ourselves into their shoes, and then we need to escalate their concern to our front office or senior receptionist.
How did you find working on a cruise ship?
Working in a cruise ship is not that easy, because you will work for 8 months without a day off, but this is the only thing that you can travel for free, and you will have a lot of money then.
How do you take care of yourself on board?
I've been off sleep at least 8 hours, eat the right food, take vitamins.
Any messages to applicants for future crew members of the CSS company?
Love your work and always put your work on top of everything.
Please state your name and position.
I'm Joyson Gonzalez, Secretary.
How long have you been working ships and what companies you have been with?
I've been working for almost 5 years on board a ship. My first company was Star Cruises. I worked there as an embarkation officer.
This is my third contract here on Thompson Celebration. My first two contract was receptionist, and now this contract I'm working as secretary.
Can you outline and discuss your duties and responsibilities?
As a secretary, our main responsibility is to clear the ship. Dealing with the CIQ means custom immigration quarantine, doing the manifest or documentation, hotel admin assistant, crew office assistant. That's it.
How do you define in your own words the meaning of guest satisfaction provided by crew on board?
The guest satisfaction provided by the crew is a service from the heart and going an extra mile by giving service and satisfaction to our guests.
Have you encountered bad situation dealing with passengers, and what was your action?
My first encounter a bad situation when I was receptionist, when the passenger was complaining about cabin change, and he wants to talk to the captain and speak to the captain regarding the matter. And I told to the passenger that it's the responsibility of the front office manager, and you have to do the complaints first before going to any department or any manager.
How did you find working on a cruise ship?
I find it interesting, and it's a privilege given by the company also to work with a ship at the same time you're earning as well.
How do you take care of yourself on board?
Well, first of all, you have to get enough sleep because sometimes you have to work for long hours, eat well, and find time to treat yourself and mingle with others.
Any messages to applicants for future crew members of the CSS company?
My message for the future crew of CSS company is to be strong enough, enjoy what they're doing, love their work, be always happy, and good luck to them.
Thank you. Please state your name and position.
Hi, my name is Dave Mark Maliega, and I'm a receptionist at Thompson Celebration.
How long have you been working in ships, and what companies you have been with?
This is actually my first contract with Thompson Celebration. I used to work for call centers before for 5 years.
Can you outline and discuss your duties and responsibilities?
Sure, my main duties and responsibilities is to be a friendly liaison between the passengers, our guests, and the rest of the ship on board.
How do you define in your own words the meaning of guest satisfaction provided by crew on board?
Well, we just have to keep in mind that the guests that come here at Thompson Celebration have in mind that they want to enjoy their holiday. So at the end of the day, just make sure that everything that you do will help them enjoy the rest of their holiday.
Have you encountered bad situations dealing with passengers, and what was your action?
Yes, you can never escape bad situations. It's always there, especially with the customer service area that we're in. You just have to make sure that when dealing with a guest, understand their situation, put yourself in their shoes. You can speak to your senior receptionist or the front office manager if the problem gets out of hand. But if you can do something about it, then go out of your way to make the guest happy.
How did you find working on a cruise ship?
Well, cruise ship is very different from working on land. The times are different, the responsibilities are different, but you just have to adjust to it. Get yourself acclimated in around 2 to 3 months, and I think you'll be fine.
How do you take care of yourself on board?
Well, just have to make sure you don't abuse your body, make sure that you get some rest, get yourself ready each and every day. You know, you have your clothes that you need to clean it yourself. The food is prepared for you, but just make sure that your body is well prepared each and every day because you don't get a day off.
Any messages to applicants for future crew members of the CSS company?
Sure. Being on a cruise ship is very different. It's a nice experience, and you get to travel a lot, but along with that comes a lot of responsibilities. You're responsible for yourself as well as responsible for the members of your team and also for the guests on board. So you just have to keep that in mind. If you're ready for a responsibility like that, you're ready to travel the world and not have to pay tax, then then applying for a cruise ship is a job for you.
Thank you, Dave. Please state your name and position.
Okay, my name is Pandi Giding Jayana. My position is cabin steward.
How long have you been working on ships and what companies you have been with?
I've been with Thomson Cruises 5 years already and 5 years contract. So this is first time join with Thomson Cruises.
Can you outline and discuss your duties and responsibilities?
Yes, so my responsibility is to take care of the passenger. So cleanliness of the cabin, make it cabin comfort with passenger, and then make it passenger happiness during the cruises.
How do you define in your own words the meaning of guest satisfaction provided by crew on board?
So the satisfactions for the guests on board. So just gratifities with the crew on board, like the animal fooding for myself, gratifity for the passenger, like decoration the cabin, make it happiness passenger with the animal fooding, and then the decoration the cabin like the birthday anniversary and then wedding anniversary.
Have you encountered bad situation dealing with passengers? And what was your action?
As long as been with Thomson, I never saw the best person dealing with passenger. But if I found it the best person dealing with passenger, I call the chief housekeeper or assistant housekeeper, and then the first time I talking with passenger first, and then nice talking, and then good performance, and then make happiness with passenger, and then put this problem, and then maybe take it together.
How do you find working on a cruise ship?
I'm very exciting with Thomson Cruises, and then I will be coming back again with Thomson. I'm very enjoy with Thomson Cruises.
How do you take care of yourself on board?
I follow the procedure with the safety on board, and then try to get rest after finish walking, and then make happiness, happy ending.
Any messages to applicants for future crew members of the CSS company?
Yes, for more detail for the crew, please make sure with the sanitizing with the onboard for your health, and then for your future, please be qualified.
Okay, thank